going on, the babies? I'm Siraj Hashmi.
I'm Jay Kobbe.
We're the Habibi Bros. Welcome to another episode of the Habibi Bros podcast. Yes, we were back in the flesh. We missed Thursday's episode.
We did.
Unfortunately, I was beat to poop.
Yes, you were.
I'm trying to clean up my act because I'm trying to not swear in front of my daughter all the time.
You are,
because I don't want her first words to be poop.
I know, and it takes a lot out of you as well.
It really does.
Saying fudge instead of fuck and saying poop instead of shit. Like it does. I mean, even for me, it does.
It does.
It takes a lot, right?
It really does.
She's not watching the show right now. We can.
Hey, you never know.
I mean, well, yeah. Now this day and age, how it's completely in their hands.
She might already have a cell phone that I don't know about.
She probably does.
I'm scared.
It's amazing. Have you ever seen a toddler like play around with a phone or a
bro? They're like
iPad?
They could hack they could hack a barge and cause an entire bridge in Baltimore to collapse.
Bum 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 bum.
We're not saying that's what happened, but you never know.
Your months old daughter created
my 5-month-old daughter did this.
She's taken out her ancestors and stuff. No, that's not what happened.
Well, we want to start off with tonight because there's a lot of news.
There's a lot of news from Thursday to today, but we're going to compress it into a few stories and try to wrap everything up together. The first thing that we should talk about that's on everyone's mind and fresh off of it right now is first we would like to give our condolences, and hopefully they find any and everyone that is
was
lost and that's still missing over this bridge collapse over in Maryland, in Baltimore. I forget what's the bridge name?
Francis Scott Key.
The Francis Scott Key Bridge. And from what I've read, it's a pretty highly dense used bridge, not just for commutes to work and everything, but also
it was the route was on I-695, which is one of the side interstates that branches off of 95. 95 being obviously the massive highway that runs from Maine all the way down to Miami.
Sorry, I don't know the communist states, but yeah.
And basically, this was a major truck route because
they don't 95, like to use
because 95 goes in a tunnel under the Baltimore harbor.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's a massive cluster.
And it's a cluster for not only people commuting to work, but also, like you were saying, for transport, like shipping and materials and
goods and services. Although I don't know how services are impacted, but yes, services, Uber.
Human trafficking. You mean human trafficking? The Haitians are coming through to the East Coast.
The human trafficking in Baltimore just got twice as hard.
Yes. So sorry, DC people who like those
Diddy.
Baltimore Diddy's.
Diddy's Baltimore landing zone has just been taken off the map.
Yeah.
Sorry, Diddy.
That sucks. And I hope if we had a competent producer, he'll show the video. The video. Yeah.
Do we have video of that? I don't know if we have video of that. I don't know.
Yes, it's been everywhere on the internet. All you got to do is search for it. Anyone can find it.
So
Spencer,
it's literally in the rundown.
Yeah, I mean, and guess who did the rundown?
Was it Spencer?
No.
It was Ben?
No.
It was you?
Yes.
Wow. So here we have footage of the Baltimore City Fire Department first arriving radio transmission, SOC 5 to Battalion. Just play it. Why am I reading this?
Battalion 6 and Communications. I'm in Fort Armistead. Be advised, the entire Key Bridge is in the harbor.
Insane to see.
Imagine
all traffic from coming to the bridge. I advise again, the entire Key Bridge has fallen into the harbor.
That's insane.
Imagine being the person calling that in, because nobody, like, who's gonna believe that? It's like, imagine you called in, it's like, don't take the George Washington Bridge, that's gone.
Yeah,
it's over. It's done. It's in the harbor.
I actually heard from a colleague today that actually happened to the Skyway Bridge back in the 80s. You know, the big bridge over Tampa Bay?
Yeah, the one
Yeah.
that we take
Apparently
right
a
now.
barge also hit that too.
And it
that's
collapsed.
why there's a new bridge there.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's so worrisome watching it collapse as easily as it did.
Mhm.
And if you watch the video, you see the power of the ship go off twice.
Yeah,
So
very bizarre.
it's pretty bizarre watching it happen that way. I mean,
I think what's the most bizarre thing about it is the fact that, like, how often does that happen? That you have a barge lose power not once but twice, and then turns in and slams right into a bridge.
right. Well, I mean, if you look,
Okay,
look,
let's hear
I
it.
mean,
Yeah, you see it right here.
it's painfully obvious.
There's one.
Uh-huh.
There,
And you see
it goes off.
it's already turning towards the leg.
And then power comes on, like, very, very briefly, right? Or is it
Yeah.
already? Or is it?
No,
back
it's
on?
back. It's
back on.
It's back on, and then it
And
turns
then it
back off,
turns back off.
and then it hits the harbor. I mean, it hits
bridge.
The bridge.
It came from the harbor jet.
Yeah, see,
there
right
you
there.
go.
And
It was so quick.
it was. Well,
Think of how
because
long it took for that
it
to.
was it's so quick because that footage we're just sped up a little bit.
Oh. So you're telling me that
It's like a time and a half or something.
it's like
But-
listening to a podcast on 2x speed and thinking, wow, this guy Ben Shapiro talks really, really, really fast.
Right, exactly right. And
What did you do, Jay? You unplugged your own headphones? Jay did something. And now we're getting feedback.
hold on one second.
All right, now I'm getting you.
You're getting me. No, you were getting me from the beginning.
Yeah, but before I think
It
audio-
was my monitor because now it's playing. I apologize for all of that.
See, this is not
I'm
my
so sorry.
doing. This is not.
This was my doing.
Jay doing.
But anyways, I wanted to get back to
Okay, thank
my theory
Yes,
on
let's hear it.
this right now. So my theory, if you watch the clip,
Mhm.
you can totally see that this is absolutely a case of DEI gone haywire. Because I bet you, if we look into it, the shipping company wanted to be more diverse by hiring Asian women captains. And in doing so, they got rid of the parallel parking tests to be more inclusive, to make sure that they pass more Asian women drivers.
And the reverse, and don't forget the reverse parking.
Right. To park.
How do
in reverse.
you back in
So-
a barge into the harbor?
You can see from right there, she was supposed to back up, and what happened? She pressed on the gas. How many videos do we watch that we see people going through like shops and stuff, and then it's a woman getting out all dazed and confused? Lady, there is a right pedal and a left pedal.
This would have never happened without DEI.
Exactly right. That's one of my theories on
Okay.
what happened.
That's a solid theory.
It is.
The captain, the Asian woman captain, probably got out thinking like, I didn't park here.
Why did they put the brake pedal next to the gas pedal? It's so inefficient.
That she probably had like the handbrake pulled the entire time.
I think the reason why women are really bad at directions is because they don't understand between left and right.
Oh, you mean right and wrong?
Right and left.
Because that's right. Hit the like and subscribe button if you want more of this content. And also, I have to come up with a promo code for joining our locals, because we're gonna continue the party on locals right after this.
Oh, of course.
And maybe do a quick Q&A for like 10-15 minutes. I don't know. We haven't, and maybe then.
Yeah.
Talk about the brackets.
I'll definitely do. We're definitely going to do a like the bracket
Right.
AMA while we're hell diving. It's
I don't
absolutely
know.
what's gonna happen.
Well, hold on, because I can keep this going on StreamYard without ending the stream,
Right.
but you might not be able to hell dive on
No.
StreamYard.
We're not. They're not gonna know. We're not gonna mirror what we're doing.
I don't know.
But anyways, to more important matters
True.
before we get into this.
Fuzzy,
There's a term.
Fuzzy
before
on.
we get
Hold on,
into-
before we get to that, Fuzzy on local says Spencer couldn't even get his goddamn bracket submitted. You expect him to be on top of producing your show? This is very true. I don't know.
It's honestly he didn't submit it in time because I don't think he saved it.
It just goes to show you the quality of people that we bring onto this operation.
Honestly, it really does. But luckily, I was the one who did the rundown because we have it a little bit smoother than what it is before. Because there's a term I want to explain while we go through these.
Let's hear it.
It's a phrase of Black Swan event.
Okay, a Black Swan event. Yes, I've heard of this.
So this term has been coined for quite some time right now, and it's basically if I get
So
into
is Nassim Nicholas Taleb who coined it back in 2001
yes, but it's been a term
used
in some form for centuries. So
right.
So Black Swan it goes on for and it is basically an unpredictable event that is beyond what is normally expected of a situation and has potentially severe consequences.
Right.
Now, as we go forward, I'm not saying that this was an internationally hacked event. Could have been.
You mean like a cyber attack?
Maybe it's a cyber attack, maybe not. I've watched enough Mr. Robot with Rami Malek to say it is absolutely possible that something like that happened.
Okay.
Just like I'm an expert on the law because I watch Suits.
Exactly.
Listen, you son of a bitch. My watching habits have given me much knowledge.
Much knowledge. I'm not questioning.
And it's helped me with my English a lot, especially moving back over here from living overseas for 30
Okay,
years. People don't understand. Living overseas for 20, 25 years, it can. I mean, imagine if you lived in Pakistan
Yes.
for 20 years.
Yes.
How much would have that affected your English?
Well, I lived there for 6 years and it didn't impact it at all because everyone wanted to practice their English on me rather than actually let me try to speak Urdu, which I can tell you I would have liked that that option to have learned another language. But no, that's my Urdu teacher in elementary school when I was in 3rd grade basically sat me in the corner and just gave me a coloring book, and that's what I did for that full year.
Yeah, that wasn't me for when I was in the UAE, and then also when I lived in Lebanon. Everybody was speaking Arabic in Lebanon, but my English has gotten better. I like it. I like it. So as we're getting
there's some words though that I cannot rack my brain around how you cannot pronounce it correctly.
Me?
Yeah, I can't even tell if you're trolling half the time. Like if you know how to pronounce it and you mispronounce it intentionally versus like you actually genuinely do not know how to pronounce it.
I guess we'll never know.
I know. This is really this is the gaslighting I have to deal with day in, day out. So you know.
It's I mean
anyways,
like
Black Swan.
Yes,
Black Swan event.
So,
we're back to the
going over
Baltimore
these things.
Bridge collapse and the Black Swan event.
So it's not like we are saying for certain that it is an international or a cyber attack or anything. It could be, could it? Maybe not.
Mm-hmm.
But the ramifications of something like this happening, to me, shows others that want to do harm to this country, like how easy it is to destroy our infrastructure,
Mm-hmm.
how fragile it really is. I mean,
yeah, I mean, even if it's not a intentional cyber attack on a barge to get its power to shut off. At the very least, it shows you how vulnerable our infrastructure is to something as as big of an outlier as this is.
No, absolutely. I mean, what's going to stop an Ahmed or Abdullah going to boat school in Sarasota, learning how to
Which I'm sure do exist.
ship and sail
And barge.
These type of containers.
Sail these containers.
Yeah, that's what I said.
No, I'm just making sure.
Yeah, I said sail. I didn't say drive.
Okay. All right.
I said sail.
Yeah.
So it's like, what's stopping them from piloting these
flying these boats, flying these boats into all these bridges.
You know what this reminds me of?
What?
It reminds me of that event in 9/11.
That was that
the barge?
Yeah.
The one that hit the bridge in Maryland?
Yeah.
That barge?
The barge? Al Qaeda's barge?
No, but honestly, this is really really something like fruit for thought to think about, because we have
hold
this
on.
insane.
No. Did you just say fruit for thought? Anyways, go on.
Wait, hold on. Is that not the phrase?
Oh my god. How are you doing this? Fruit for thought, Jay. It's not fruit of the loom.
Wait, is it not fruit for thought? What is the saying?
It's food for thought.
Food?
Yeah, you thought it was fruit for thought?
Yeah, because I thought it was like the phrase an apple a day keeps the doctor away. I thought maybe fruit was like for brain activity or something, so it's like fruit for thought.
No,
but it's food for thought.
Food. Did you say fruit again?
No, it's food for thought.
It's
well, luckily fruit is part of food.
Yeah, I mean, like, at least that's not at least. All right, let's just move on. This is gonna give me an aneurysm.
But what I'm saying is that we're also watching right now the toll that this massive wave of illegal alien immigration happening right now to our cities. What's happening in Colorado, what's happening in California, what's happening in New York, especially as smart states like Texas start shipping them to these blue cities, and same thing with Florida.
Wait, so what? Hold on, what?
What I'm saying is that all of these type of events can be tied. So
okay, all right.
So this unlimited illegal alien migration, this invasion that's happening in the border, the fragility of our infrastructures, bridges, supply chains, all of that kind of stuff can be leading to a very catastrophic event. Maybe not all of them are tied together, but if I was an adversary country, I would be watching these different dominoes fall, so I could be at the last one right there for the big explosion, for the one that collapses the rest of them.
Got it. Okay, I see what you're saying. So it's like the small domino and then the massive domino at the end of it.
Yeah, like small domino. I was born in January 6th, 1988. Big domino. I'm eating Fuzzy's mom's ass.
Jay, we talked about this. Save it for locals.
Yeah, I apologize. But Spencer clipped that one. And everybody spam the DMs of Fuzzy.
Yes, please do that. In any event, Jay.
Oh, my mom's on. Honestly, I had a scare. Hi, Mary. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mary.
I had a scare because my mom actually lives in Maryland and she commutes to like the DC, Virginia stuff areas from where she is. But luckily she doesn't use that bridge. But last night she called me and I was like, oh, fuck this bitch. And I hung up. And then I've been trying to get a hold of her all day today. And I'm like, oh my God, it's the last thing she ever heard from me. Like my voicemail. And I listened to my voicemail too, and it's just her going like, "Hi, Habibi, I was hoping to catch you before I drive home from work." And I was like, "Oh, fuck."
Before I drive off this bridge.
Making me feel even worse than what I was feeling.
I think what's so bad about it too is that Jay got a call from his mother and decided that he was going to blow her off, knowing full well that he has nothing better to do. This guy,
We've all been through that kind of stuff. We've all been through that time where we see that phone call ring, and you're just sitting around doing nothing, watching TV, writing something on some stupid tweet on the internet about Fuzzy's mom, and you're like, you know what, not now. And now I'm like in this stage,
in this space,
that I am always gonna answer. No, I'm joking. Mom, don't even try to call me. I'm not gonna always answer the phone call. But I'll call you back.
He's especially not going to answer the phone when it's glute day.
Oh, yes.
Can't touch him on that day.
Mm-mm.
I mean, you can touch him, but you got to touch him gingerly.
You can, yeah, you do.
Anyways,
but about this immigration stuff, it's been insane because someplace like New York has just approved
debit cards, right,
for illegal aliens to the tune of $1,400 a month, as long as
that's good money.
As long as they promise to use the money,
pinky swear it,
on food
and baby supplies. I actually would like to identify as an illegal immigrant in New York. Just for that $1,400 stipend on the baby supplies. I would like that very much.
But it's really nice that
Mayor Eric Adams hook a brother up. I mean, hook a Habibi up.
It's very nice that they include baby supplies, because that is how young these human traffickers sexually traffic children across the border.
Wow, that got dark really quickly.
So when you really think about it, these progressives, these Democrat policies are funding human trafficking. They're literally taking your tax-paying money,
right, to
make sure children as young as 4 years old get sexually trafficked into the United States.
Did you say trafficked?
Sexually.
I know I'm not laughing at that statement, just you saying trafficked. Sorry.
Yeah, they trafficked a kid.
I'm not laughing at the fact that they're trafficking kids. It's just how you pronounce things. It's killing me. Oh, Jay, we got to teach you how to speak English.
So these are the real life consequences of these policies being pushed in fruition. And the fact that you have people like Chris Todd or Jake Tapper or whoever the fuck
Chris Todd
come out and call other people who are trying to secure our border as racist. They're the ones who are pushing for and allowing and are okay with the trafficking of children across our border.
It's Chuck Todd.
I meant Chris Hayes. They're all the same person on MSNBC anyways. They're all the same. They're the same Rachel Maddow in different wigs. That's what they are.
Yeah.
Every one of them.
Oh my God. Again, not laughing at the fact that these kids are being trafficked and sexually trafficked. Just the fact that Jay can't speak English. Jay speaks English just as well as an illegal immigrant.
Just as well as one of the coyotes sexually trafficking children.
The biggest psyop is actually that Jay is an illegal immigrant, convincing everyone that he doesn't like illegal immigrants.
They gotta try to stay in this country somehow. But I mean, not only that, dude, they're actually offering green cards to illegal aliens who have relatives that live here. That is
Isn't
the
that just
next
chain migration?
amnesty. That's the next amnesty push that this Biden administration is going to try and pull.
So, you can't vote though with the green card though. You can only vote when you're a citizen. But yes, the green card is basically.
You think that's going to stop other people? I mean,
know that's not going to stop people.
Vote.
That's not. Look, they haven't.
Homie,
that's not going to.
Habibi.
What's up, Habibi?
They have dead people voting.
I know this.
They have dead. So I mean, it's.
But they don't even need to get dead people to vote because they have electoral. They have voter machines that are easily hackable. Go watch Kill Chain.
And funny enough, who produced Kill Chain?
It was on HBO, and it was actually produced by I actually don't know the name of the producers per se. But I do know that the people that they interviewed included people like Democratic Senator Mark Warner and Democratic Senator Amy Klobuchar, and they were making the case that the voter machines in 2016 were hacked from the liberal. Basically, they were making the case that the 2016 election was hacked.
Yes,
and that film came out in 2020. Like March 2020,
right?
As COVID was happening, or just starting, and then 2020 election happened. They took it off HBO Max. It was HBO Max at the time. It wasn't. Yeah,
they took it off of the. Can you even watch it on
you
HBO?
Can watch it. You can watch it on Max now. Yeah.
Oh, they put it back on after the election. And it's wild that
I imagine they'll probably take it back down before the 2024 election.
I know, before they try to steal it
before
again.
they take it down.
Yeah, watch it before. Honestly, watch it before. I mean, because both things are going to happen. Look, it's going to be amazing when and if Trump wins, because one thing people have to understand that there was election. Wait, before we get into that,
okay.
So we have the immigration stuff.
Yes,
we're already saying that this is unlimited immigration, and then you also have the president of Mexico on 60 Minutes.
Should be 69 minutes.
Basically bribing and blackmailing the United States with illegal immigrants for $20 billion a year. And saying that they need $20 billion to poor countries.
So basically, exactly what Trump did away with in I remember in 2017 that he
And what was funny about that, he did away with that and also still curbed illegal immigration. It's amazing what happens when one, you actually enforce the laws that are in the books, and two, you actually fund infrastructure to to support enforcing those laws.
Wait, say that again. Sorry, I'm
So what I was saying is, you said he took away wanting to fund $20 billion a year.
I don't know if it was $20 billion a year,
but he took away
funding from 3 Central American countries: El Salvador, Nicaragua, and Honduras.
And he sent more funding to enforce immigration laws.
Right.
And that curbed immigration.
Right.
Greatly.
Big time.
Big fucking time compared to what we're seeing right now. Insane. Hundreds of percent plus.
Right.
In comparison. We're having reports of 8 million, and this is of them
actually encountering them. Yeah. We don't even know how many actually come in.
Not only that, how many of them haven't counted their encounters?
God, you're just absolutely mind effing me with all of your jargon.
Especially with the what's it called? The head of Border Patrol. What's his name?
McAnal?
Not McAnal. She's hot. His name, I forget his name.
Not DHS.
No, DHS. Yes. What's his name? The one that they should have been impeaching. Mayorkas. But because we have like fucking incompetent RNC people in RNC right now, like fucking retarded people.
J language.
Sorry, I apologize. But really mentally ill individuals.
Thank you.
In the RNC right now that it was an easy layup and they decided not to go through it. Even though there was so many.
By the way, it was just the.
No, I get it. I know.
Okay.
But I was going overboard with it.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. No. I'm saying overboard with the correction. I know. Like, look, we go one way all the way, and then we come back one way.
Yeah, all the way.
But anyways, back to what we were discussing with the immigration and stuff is that with the influx of illegal immigration that's happening, the crime wave that is happening, the thefts, the murders, the rapes, all of the stuff that is also directly related to the immigration problem is another event that can be considered into the black swan. And the reason why is because it is using resources, it is diverting people's attention, and is diverting resources, intelligence, all of that kind of stuff into something that was easily preventable, but we're not enforcing it.
Well, the only reason why I would push back on the idea that this whole illegal immigration issue is a black swan, because like the central tenet of a black swan theory is that it's hard to predict. Just like when they originally thought that that black swans didn't exist because no one had actually ever seen a black swan until, what was this, the 16th century? Like, 1697, when Dutch explorers saw black swans in Western Australia.
No. What I'm saying,
you're saying this is what? How is the illegal immigration?
Because they're diverting all the attention. Like the illegal immigration is not the event that is unpredictable. I'm saying it is going to divert our attention, that when the unpredictable event happens, we're not going to be ready for it.
Got it. So you're saying it's going to create
infrastructure,
black swan.
Yes, infrastructure, all of the resources going into illegal immigration. I mean, we have more than. So I would not be surprised if the actual number is 15 million illegal aliens that came through the border.
I just want to say, if by us thinking that a black swan event happens, wouldn't that by definition not be a black swan event? Because we can't, black swan event, again, you can't predict it, right?
We can sit here and think, we'll sit here and think that Iran is going to do a nuclear attack and use illegal immigration to do it. That's our prediction. Okay. But instead, it is actual aliens coming in, taking Fuzzy's mom up, making sure that they understand that I will love her sweetly and for a very, very nice long time. And then our offspring will be a hybrid new human that comes and brings saves humanity, but it's actually the Antichrist. All I'm saying is that it could help divert the attention into an actual black swan event.
What I think is important. First of all, if you really wanted to get ripped on by Jay, and have him just whisper sweet nothings into your mom's ear, then just join our locals right now, because that's where you're gonna get more of that treatment. But number two, Jay, I know there are a lot of people talking about black swan events left and right, maybe thinking that this is a black swan event because it disrupts a lot of our supply chain, transportation. It's a massive harbor in Baltimore. It diverts things to North Carolina, into New York. I don't know what the overall effect this is going to have on the rest of the country.
Oh yeah, well, because this is going to definitely give us a couple of weeks until we fully understand
But
the
I think
repercussions on it.
But I think it's I know some people are like, oh, this is a terrorist attack, this is a cyber attack. I don't know what it is. And I think we shouldn't rule out the possibility that there was some malice behind it.
Oh yeah.
And because we don't have evidence one way or another to prove that it wasn't a cyber attack. Just like we can't prove that it was a cyber attack, we don't have the evidence to prove that it wasn't.
No, we don't.
In most cases, cyber attacks happen and so quickly it's very hard to identify because you can't trace it.
Yeah. I mean, you can even, the same thing is applied to a lot of automobile accidents that are kind of screwy and stuff, because there are people and engineers that say, if you have a computer on board on your even on your car,
yeah,
it's hackable.
Anything is hackable.
They can mess around with it and do what they want with it.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you?
You don't need a full. Same with the voter machines. I mean, you don't need. It doesn't need to be plugged into the internet to be hacked.
No. And I was going to say, like, how do you think Hillary Clinton killed Seth Rice? I mean,
Seth Rice. How do you get that wrong, Jay? Oh my God. Seth Rich. Which, by the way, probably murdered.
That's what I'm saying. I said Seth Rich.
No, you said Seth Rice.
Dude, we're not ordering sushi.
All right, so the massive port in Baltimore is no longer functional because the Key Bridge is in the Baltimore Harbor. Now, we mentioned before that human trafficking in that region is taking a hit, specifically with Diddy's operation. And Diddy took a big hit this week too when his house got raided. 2 houses, actually. One in LA, one in Miami. Jay, what have you heard about that?
So I heard there's also video. I hope Spencer can bring up audio. There's like insane audio and insane video.
It better not be the
no.
It's Diddy Meek Mill audio.
No, not the Diddy Meek Mill. That was already debunked. But I'm talking about it's a video.
It was debunked. How?
That wasn't a real audio from that. It was an actual gay. Like they found it in an actual gay video. It's not. I didn't do the research on this.
I think you did the research.
No, I didn't. I wasn't the one
when you say they
putting it up.
Jay, when you say they debunked, you mean you debunked.
I mean me and Fuzzy's mom went over Cape Horn to find the audio that matches up with this, and we found it and debunked it.
All right, so we know what gets Jay's engine revving. All right, so this from End Wokeness. With Justin Bieber back in what was it, like 2009 maybe?
He was 15 years old.
All right, so let's go watch it.
Oh great. He forgot to unmute himself. I love it. That's yeah. Well, yeah, this is so weird.
It's so muted.
Mm-hmm.
Should I just play it on mine? I feel like I have to now. Oh no,
he's got it. He's got it.
Okay,
here we go.
Still muted.
Still no.
How does this keep happening to us? I'm gonna pull it up right now.
I like it. I like his face of like, how do you do this? What happened?
Definitely a hostage video. Still muted. How is this happening? Oh my God.
And I thought this was you doing it for a second.
I'm about to. I can't believe we really like. I'm breaking my social media fast to go get this clip. Here we go. My God. Truly
strike 3.
next level.
Wait, strike 3 me or strike 3 Fuzzy is up here saying strike 3. I don't know if he's saying strike 3 for me or Spencer.
All right, let's see if we get this working.
Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. I have been given custody of him. He signed to Usher. I had legal guardianship of Usher when he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we gonna go full crazy.
Going crazy.
Justin,
full crazy. That's kind of it is really kind of sick and disgusting. And you know what? I wish our
Producer
had the foresight to actually bring in the Cat Williams clip as well with when he was doing Club Shay Shay. Cat Williams also said that 2024 is going to be a reckoning on these big, influential, big dick guys in the industry, like Diddy and so on and so forth. Go back and watch the Club Shay Shay.
I'm gonna go find it.
Interview with Cat Williams. Shout out to Shannon Sharp. He's been doing some really amazing interviews with some really amazing people that have been exposing the open secret of how horrible these industries are run.
Okay.
With Cat Williams, Monique, exposing Oprah Winfrey, like a lot of them.
Okay.
So here's this one.
I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times. 4 times. Just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about. Right. Because P. Diddy be wanting the body. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I've had to turn down.
But there's another one too where he was talking about there's a reckoning on these people and stuff that is coming. Like everything's going to come out in 2024. All the secrets are coming out on 2024 on people like Diddy and so on and blah blah blah. Like he was talking about, and it doesn't stop with Weinstein, whatever his name was.
Epstein? Harvey.
Doesn't stop with him as the open secret that was happening in Hollywood.
Right.
There is a lot more degeneracy, disgustingness that is out of these industries. And that Cat Williams interview was very eye-opening and refreshing to hear. And Cat Williams is he's
a talented comedian. He's funny as hell.
Well, not only he's also a God-fearing. He is a God-fearing person
Individual.
too. Like it doesn't. He's not a religious person per se in a type of religion that he goes to, but he understands and he feels like God and that kind of stuff when he's talking about these type of instances that's happening. And he keeps his ears open and his eyes open for these type of things that have been going on within these industries. And he let it all out in that interview.
Yeah, I have to go back and watch the interview now that he's done it.
It's about like 2 hours, but it opened the floodgates for all of this other stuff that's been coming.
So the Diddy stuff. So his homes, both of his homes were raided. There was a rumor that he actually fled the country. Is that actually true or no?
I don't know if it's true or not. It has not been confirmed.
I heard that he was actually still in Miami, or he was at like pacing outside the airport as things were going down.
That none of that is as
That's
to
all.
my
Again,
knowledge, has been confirmed.
no, I can't say any of this is like legit or not. What we do know is that Diddy is I guess the target of a human sex trafficking investigation carried out by the Department of Homeland Security, according to sources. Now, this in particular, thank you, Spencer, for pulling up assistant imagery. So Chuck Cholesterol says, breaking now, reports are emerging that a private jet owned by Sean P. Diddy Combs has left the United States, possibly headed to a country with no U.S. extradition agreements. Developing DHS has conducted multiple raids on Combs' homes as part of a sex trafficking probe. The plane's trajectory seems to be headed towards Cape Verde, a country with no extradition agreement with the United States. Now, again, who's to say that that's true?
That Twitter account is.
I mean, he has sunglasses on his head.
Right.
I don't trust a man with sunglasses sitting right on his head.
No, I wouldn't either. So I would wait until we get a better
info
or source. But we have locals over Fuzzy.
Mm-hmm.
Jay, the football expert. What team did Shannon Sharp play for? The Denver Broncos. Bitch.
What other team, Jay? There was another team.
I was gonna say the Vikings or the Ravens.
There you go.
Yeah, the Ravens.
Ravens.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's a third team in
ones.
there, but I'm not sure.
No,
I think it was only those two.
I'm not 100% sure. But it was crazy because I was confusing him with the other black guy that played with the Ravens too. But I knew he played with a purple team.
He had 2 stints with the Broncos.
Purple drink.
Purple drink. I want that purple stuff.
So in your face, Fuzzy.
Let's see. All right. So TMZ, if you scroll down, TMZ has the first video of Diddy after his homes were raided by the feds.
It's one thing that's really not a conspiracy theory is that Laura Loomer is a
he was caught pacing around the Miami airport.
Oh, there he is. Yeah.
Yeah. That's all right. So scroll above the Laura Loomer tweet. Said Diddy is
Larry
in the U.S.
Loomer.
and his plane is in Antigua. Wouldn't be surprised if he was detained at the Miami airport and sent his private jet out of the country as a distraction while the raids were happening on his multiple homes. Hearing he was detained in Miami. That is actually the most tame Laura Loomer tweet I've probably read in quite some time.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised she didn't try to say, despite DeSante's best efforts in getting Diddy out of the country, he was detained in Miami.
I could totally see that.
I know, I could too. She's fucking, whatever. Fucking Laura Loomer. Laura Loomer. Larry Loomer. They were said to be brothers.
Who's Larry?
But they're the same person.
Okay. Oh, there was some news that happened last week that we didn't get a chance to cover because we didn't do a show on Thursday, but we were going to try to do a show on Friday. That didn't work out either. So, Candace Owens left Daily Wire.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That was a big story.
That was. I mean, we probably all saw it coming, especially with the way that she was handling herself.
Yeah.
Talking about what was going on in Israel and talking about how Zionist money controls certain aspects of policy, how APEC is controlling a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Including the Daily Wire, and that's why she got fired.
So I have an interesting take on this because, well, for one, well, actually, my take isn't actually very interesting at all. It's pretty much middle of the road, but
yeah, because you're gay.
Anyways,
take a risk, Habibi.
I really do need to take more risks. No, Candace Owens getting canned by Daily Wire. We all saw it coming. I think the biggest surprise though was the fact that she was hired in the first place.
I don't think that was a huge surprise.
That was a big surprise to me.
I think a lot. The thing is that a lot of the right wing has a problem where we give too much credence to grifters because they agree with us.
There is that. I do see that propensity within a lot of right wingers for sure.
And with Candace Owens, it was, oh, she's black and against BLM.
So we got to prop her up.
Kind of stuff. And proper.
I mean, she was one of the original people who came up with Blexit.
No, she is the person who came up with Blexit.
Really? Are you sure it wasn't Kanye?
I think it was her, and then Kanye went in with her.
Oh yeah, that's right. Kanye praised Candace Owens, which is so. Anyways,
thanks for my Yeezys, by the way, for my birthday.
You're welcome, Habibi.
They're amazing. We found out something nice about them last, I think,
the other day. They actually like light up in the sun.
They change color in the sun.
Yeah, he makes some comfy shoes.
Oh man, yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Weird ass commercials for his $20 socks right now, but
I have not seen that.
Oh, go to Yeezy.com. Everything's $20.
Not everything. No.
Go to Yeezy.com.
Yeezy.com. Am I like stumbling across another gay porn website? Oh wow, they are $20. But his socks are also $20.
Everything's $20. And what's really funny is that before he came out with those things, they were $200.
Why are they $20?
Now everything's $20. No, not just those. His t-shirts, the whole website's $20.
But what's funny is that like I'm not even motivated enough to buy like this
now
stuff.
That they're $20, you're not motivated to buy them. But if they're at $200 and limited,
no, like they're not even nice. I mean,
no, they're not.
If he made clothes like he made his sneakers, then maybe I might consider it. But
other than that, no. But yeah, so that's where she became like big on it. But she has gone into
you think
really, really far conspiracy territory. Like she went as far to say, I will bet my integrity and reputation that Macron's wife is a man.
Okay. It's a weird thing. It's a weird hill to die on for sure.
Absolutely. She's gone deep in on a lot of things.
Well, I mean, like, look, I feel like, you know, the phenomenon that happens within like academia and I think this is with apart from the plagiarism, right? You know, like the Claudine Gays of the world, the people that's, you know, the Nicole Hannah Joneses of the world, the ones who specifically go out of their way to write, you know, PhD theses that are just far and away just outside of like any logical, you know, framework. And basically, I feel like we're seeing that happen on the opposite side with the right, and that they are trying to come up with the craziest take, specifically because they know that it will get attention. Yeah,
I mean, it's the Alex Jones effect, and it's not to say that like Alex Jones is not right on a lot of things, because honestly,
I mean, his delivery is impeccable.
Anything for between 2016 till now has shown that there's a lot of things that he's right about. But as you said, his delivery on stuff is insane. Like
immaculate.
The fluorine in the waters turning the freaking frogs gay.
Yep.
Iconic.
Chemicals in the water. Iconic. Can't top that.
Nope. But he does, because he's like, I will eat your ass. I will eat your leftist ass. Yeah. He tops it again and again. He tops it. And it is that method that he has gone through that has allowed him to be as big as he is, despite the fact there's a lot of different things that he's right on.
Yeah. No, some people are asking whether she quit or whether there was a mutual parting of ways. I actually don't know what the full story is.
Royer Master is asking, wait, who's Candace? Candace.
Thank you. Thank you, Jack.
You're welcome. But she wasn't, I don't think she was fired. I think there was a mutual of her parting away in terms of like letting her.
What is really weird though to
buy
me,
out her contract
is that people are getting on Daily Wire for not being like pro free speech enough. Like Daily Wire is a publication, right? They have a certain angle, a certain agenda. They never. I don't think they're the type of. They're not really the place where free speech is like their central mission.
No, it's
like Rumble is. Locals is.
So like if it would be like if Candace Owens had a channel on Rumble,
right,
and Rumble took them off,
right? Rumble
that
took her
is
down.
That is a complete hypocritical part of their mission,
right?
But like you said, that Daily Wire never ever happened.
The day that happens is the day that Rumble ceases to be.
Yeah, exactly, because it's the only thing that the only thing that Rumble has against everyone else is the way that they're doing that, and the way that they are standing behind free speech for their creators, because they're like, look, you can say what you want on Rumble, you can, and Elon Musk is not the same. Elon Musk, he pretends to champion free speech on X, but he is still censoring a lot of people. And he's censoring people right now. X is censoring people for wrong pronoun use.
Yeah. And on top of that, I also think that Elon Musk doesn't elevate anyone who isn't praising Elon Musk.
Oh, absolutely. And Rumble is not like that at all. I mean, people can criticize Chris, the creator and owner of Rumble, as much as they want,
right? And
he's not going to hit them. The good thing about Rumble is, are you ad like, can people do ads on you or not? Are you getting followers? Are you pushing a message? Like, that is what makes Rumble amazing, because as a creator of Rumble, we can go out and pick and choose different advertising. Like if I go and find X company to advertise with me, then Rumble will allow that to happen. They're not going to stop it, and vice versa.
And if they find, Rumble comes to us, even Rumble comes to us and say, "Hey, we want to make sure we pitch stuff on your show." So they're pretty big on letting us pitch things like 1775 Coffee, Rumble Cloud, other things like the Wellness Company.
Yeah.
I mean, the nice thing is that Rumble actually wants creators to succeed. And I'm not trying to make this like a big Rumble pitch, but like
it shows how much they are pro free speech with their creation of Rumble Cloud. Do you know how much money and effort it takes in order to make a cloud service that can rival?
I actually don't know the answer to that. It's too much money.
In the tune of millions upon millions of dollars, because they want to rival. So the good thing about Rumble Cloud is that they are not going to take your website off based on your beliefs.
And
we've seen that happen multiple times with places like Amazon Cloud, GoDaddy. .com. These are domain hosting cloud services. So if you have your business, let's say, on these cloud services, but you say, you know what, you should consult your doctor and maybe not take the COVID vaccine. Boom. Your company is offline. Your company is taken away, and it's not going to be allowed back on these different kind of cloud services, and that your livelihood can be completely destroyed over these things.
Yeah.
So Rumble came in with Rumble Cloud, same kind of principles that they have on their video platform. Is your speech is your speech. What you believe is what you believe, and it should not take away from you earning a living,
right?
Or posting your business and having a website of your own.
Yeah.
And that's when they created Rumble Cloud. And they're actually doing a promotion right now. So if you're doing any kind of hosting on Amazon, GoDaddy, go check out Rumble Cloud and actually use the friends and
Yeah, we got
family
got a
discount
link in the description, so go ahead and check that out.
and see if it's right for you.
Yeah,
Just go check it out. I
go
mean,
check it out.
and you can use it. Be unafraid if you're podcasting, if you're posting stuff online, that none of that kind of stuff is going to destroy what you're hosting.
And
on
at the
your
very
website.
least, if you don't have a website but you want to support the mission, then check out and you drink coffee, then check out 1775 Coffee and use the promo code Coffee Bros for 10% off, because that actually, one, it's legit coffee.
Yeah.
Jay and I drink it quite a bit. It's delicious. You do need a coffee grinder. I'm sorry if you don't have that, you might have to invest in one.
But nothing's better than
freshly ground coffee.
Habibi balls. Freshly ground coffee.
Right.
In the morning. Nothing's better than that.
Nothing's better than that. So, anyways, go check that out. Habibis, we're gonna continue the party over on Locals. So, if you aren't already subbed to our Locals, go and join us over there. We got a stream happening right there. We're gonna end the Rumble stream. If you're listening to this on the podcast, like the audio podcast,
Good night.
Good night. We'll see you next time on the BB Bros. Peace it. Masalama.